Hi guys, what's up? Today I have a video for you about education tools that you can use while you're at home and while you have to become the teacher for a few days. For all my parents out there or educators or daycare kids, facilitators, these are some great tools that are online in the household, things that I think would be really good for us to all incorporate in our daily lives to help our students continue to learn and to continue to have a schedule of what that looks like while we cannot go to school at this time. There's a lot of great tools online, in the household, and on your phone that you can use to help keep your student engaged and learning and having fun in new ways every single day. So we're going to jump right into the video, and we're going to talk about some different stories or places to get books online. Because we all know that reading is a huge day in, day out task for a lot of kids. Some kids struggle, some kids thrive. So some great places that I have found that I'm going to share with you about reading. One comes from or a couple come from YouTube, and a couple can be found on their own websites as well. So the first one is called Storytime at Ani's House. It is a story time place on YouTube that has all these great stories that these kids have maybe even seen in their classrooms, and this lady reads them, but she reads them in a way that has different character voices, gets the kids involved, and allows them to be immersed in the videos. Another one also on YouTube, but also on the internet, or just Google searching it, it's called StorylineOnline.com. Storyline is a place also with a bunch of different but famous people reading you stories or reading your child's stories, because we all know that in about a couple weeks all of our storybooks at home are going to be read through, and we're going to need to find new places to find all these books. So Storyline, again, is another place where people can read books to you. They also have a website called StorylineOnline.net, and again has all these fun books. You can search, you can look through all these books, find specific ones that you would like to incorporate in your daily routines. Another great thing with these, since they are all videos, you can turn on the subtitles. Your child can then read along with, or your child can read by themselves without hearing the voices. So this is a great way to get reading into the classroom or back into your household, just so that we are keeping those reading skills up to par. A great Google extension for using reading online as well. These Google extensions kind of eliminate the distractions on a page. That helps you narrow down what your child is looking at, but keep them engaged and on task. The first one is called Mercury Reader. So Mercury Reader has a lot of different great things on here that you can use for your child. Sorry if I'm looking down, I'm looking at my laptop. I just want to make sure that I'm telling you all the necessary things. You can also get this on your Kindle, so if anyone is on your Kindle, that's great. So Mercury Reader, you can change the size of the text. You can see what type of theme you want the page to have. There's also a highlighting app. There's Alpha Text. This one allows you to adjust what your child is seeing on the screen. So on the screen, you can change the fonts. You can take all the media off, so all the images, all the ads can be taken away. And then you can change the size of the font, the different things like that as well. There's a Google Dictionary app that when you're confused on what a word means, all you have to do is double tap on it, and it pulls it up for you and gives you definition. So if your child is reading and they get confused or they need help, those are some great reading apps. So the next thing I want to talk about is math, because we all dread math so much in our households. So with math, it's really hard sometimes as parents because math is changing every day and the content is changing. And I always think it's really good to go off of what the teacher has given you or what your child already knows. But there are a lot of great apps out there that are willing to teach you how to do the math. Like I said, Google is always a great aspect of that. There's a lot of math games that kids can play to help them get on track and help them learn how to use different math tools. Again, I will link all these below with a little bit of a description or disclaimer of what they actually are. So we have PolyUp. PolyUp is a free app that you can use. It's open to conceptual thinking playground where students can experiment with numbers and functions. Students will modify a variety of expressions, which are math equations, and they'll be able to do different puzzles, which are mathematical related. They'll discover the beauty of math in a visual environment. It is also on the Google Play Store, so it's not only on iPhones, but it's on Google Play. There is also one called U-Cubed. It is a free K-12 math resource from Stanford University. They create tasks that are activities that can be filtered by grade level, difficulty, and concept levels. They go by the math practice standards and topics. They can also be downloaded as PDFs so that you can use them on your phone or on your computers. You can print them out. We also have Khan Academy. Khan Academy is my favorite thing I got to use while I was in college in my math methods course. Khan Academy is great. It has all grade levels. It has all difficulties. It gives you videos that break down how to do the math concepts. And it goes off of what the K-12 standards are or what the general terms of them are, what the student should know in that grade level. It is great. It is amazing. It is wonderful. I encourage you to use it because Khan Academy allows your student to work through and master skills and build on their math because math is a tiered learning. It is building off of each other all the time. So if they're struggling in one area, just go back a grade level and look at how they use it. So Khan Academy, Khan Academy, Khan Academy. Great. Let's see. We also have Estimation 180. They have real world problems that are interactive and get students thinking about problems in different ways. This one's really fun as well because it gives you interactive videos where students can learn and can kind of challenge their thinking. And they can also do these experiments at home to see if it changes at all or if they can find different things like that to do. Quizzes is a great place. Kahoot is a great place. All these things have videos that are already created or that people have already created for you to use so that you can incorporate the learning into your household. They're videos that students can watch and learn from because we all know kids love being on their phones. Let's see, what's another one? So we have Solve Me puzzles. We have Mystery Grid, Who Am I? These are all math related as well. These are some great tools that can create more critical thinking in the household. They're apps as well. I will link them below. If you have a hard time choosing or having your child pick something in your household that you want them to do, but they're like, I don't want to do it. Incorporate different things like name picker or wheel decider, like who's going to do this or what are they going to do? What are we going to have for supper? Those kinds of things. I love this app called bouncyballs.org. It helps with sound. It helps kids to see their voice level or their volume level in the household. So if you're trying to get them to quiet down and relax, I would pull this up on my phone or on the computer and I would just be like, all right, all the bouncy balls need to be at a small level or all the bubbles need to be in the sky. This will help kids with voice level as well. There is an app online called GeoBoards. You can basically Google this, and geoboards are like where you can create shapes and you can do sizes and things like that. Another great place, sorry, I have two computers here. I'm trying to bounce back and forth, all these great tools. We have Codable. Codable is an app online as well that allows students to practice critical thinking, and then it allows them to kind of have fun and build and create and problem solve at the same time. If there's any of these tools that you're like, ooh, I kind of like that, but I don't really know what it is, can you explain it more? Like maybe leave a comment or message me or something and allow me to kind of make a video that's more based on just the one app. I'm kind of just throwing a lot out there for people to use. I will link my Weebly site that I have created over the years at DSU with all these apps on here. There's links to them as well. Some of them there aren't on there. I have a Google Keep. Google Keep is a great tool where you can keep all of these things. I'll also try and link that in my description box below so that people can see that. I will link the YouTube channels or the names of the YouTube channels so you can just search them. But other than that, I feel like a big thing that parents can do in their household is keep a routine and then incorporate your kids in what you're doing. So if you're working, set them up a little station where they can then work on their iPad or something, because all they want to do is be around it. All they want to do is do whatever you're doing. And if you can just find a way for them to be sitting and typing and doing whatever you're doing as your household task or whatever your job requires you to do at home, like incorporate your kid in that. If you can get outside, get outside. I know right now it went from like 40 degrees yesterday to 14 degrees and snowing in South Dakota. So yes, it's hard to get your kids outside, but like bundle them up, get them outside, get them in the garage, let them run around, let them play, let them build, create, things like that. Give them different challenges around the house that gets them being more on task. Because if you're just like, oh, go play, go do whatever you want, like that's not going to get them to go and leave you alone. If you're like, oh, I bet you could build the biggest block castle out of anyone I know. Let's see you do it. They're going to go and do it more often than not. Or if you turn cleaning into games by having a random wheel picker pick the name of the child who gets to do cleaning the dishes or putting the dishes away, like that's going to get them more excited. Also, incorporate your kids in your daily routine by having them help cook supper, having them help get bath time ready, having them help pick out a book, having them help let the dog outside or measure how much food the dog needs. Always doing these little things in your house can keep your kids out of your hair. Like if you are just like, here's all these things we can do, what do you want to do today? That will get them so excited. Give them a choice in what they want to do. Yes, we don't always want to be like, oh, well, what do you want to do today? Or you can just go in and you can be like, hey, I have this or I have this. What would you like to do? And then they're going to choose from those two things. They're not going to be like, well, I don't want to do any of that. I want to do this. And if it's a better alternative, then yes, let them do it. But if it's not something you don't want them to do, tell them these are your two choices. Choose. That's what we do in classrooms all the time. We help kids to choose good decisions. Like we always are just giving them, all right, right now we're writing. Do you want to write about A or do you want to write about B? Or right now we're having indoor recess because it's raining outside. We're going to play with either these toys or these toys. It's not going to give them the option to choose whatever they want or to do whatever they want. It's going to give them good options that you want them to do. Whatever you need, feel free to message me, leave comments if you want to see something specific, or you can reach out via social media. I'll leave all of my social media linked below as well. But feel free to reach out because our kids are going to drive us insane for a couple of weeks, and we're going to have to deal with it because this is what students at school have been doing forever, and our teachers praise them to the highest. You know, teachers do a lot of things that parents and people out there don't realize, and now it's our turn to pick up and help those teachers out and show them that, hey, we can do this together and we can do this in our house, and we just have to pick each other up, and that's all we can do. So if you want anything specific, like I said, comment below. Like this video if you're on my YouTube channel. If you'd like to see more education stuff, hit me up. I'm always down for whatever you guys are wanting. So thanks for either commenting on my Facebook and saying, hey, post this video or do a video like this, and hey, give us resources. Well, here you go. Here's your resources. I'll leave everything I can linked down below and kind of give you directions on where to find those. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Maybe it will be more education based. See you guys. Peace out.